Peace and blessings. Lil Miles Davis. What's that, baby?
I said it's only 7.
Yeah. I took them both out.
Oh, did they love it?
Yeah. Chewy pooped right away when he got out there. And then Charlie was pooping. You know, and Chewy wants to follow him because he's like, same time, he's kind of like learning from him and stuff. It's kind of cool to see. But like Charlie was starting to squat to poop, and then Chewy was running. I had to like push him away because he was like basically at his nose, almost in his butt.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, let him poop.
Right.
Yeah.
Not that the one poop outside will be the only one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Mhm. Oh yeah, we got those the couch covers or whatever.
Yep. And the couch should be coming today.
Yeah. Put that together. Yeah, we got a couch coming for our den / office or whatever we call it. Yeah, we bought like a little couch, you know, thing for in there. Somewhere lounging, you know. Because if you're in there, you might end up wanting to, like, you know, lay out and take a nap or something, a little tiny nap or something. So that way, you know, don't have to get up and go to the bedroom to sleep or whatever. Ooh, Big Brother's coming. Big Brother. I just saw the commercial, baby.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
Is that you do not have to deal with this when you get up in the morning.
Exactly.
Like, my hair is ridiculous right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
I made coffee. I know you're not having coffee now yet, but I made coffee. I'm glad you grinded all that stuff up. Because I feel bad sometime in the morning when I wake up. Because if I forget to grind it at night, and then I get up in the morning, and I'm like, damn, I forgot to grind coffee.
But after all that thumping last night, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was loud around here last night. People were playing music loud as hell. They're in there. Oh, that one's clean too, though. Yep. Yeah, they were playing music real loud last night.
So, like, what's wrong with us making noise at 6?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah.
I mean, but that's not who we are.
And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, because even like when I grind the coffee in the morning, I'll put like a towel over it or something.
Yeah,
I'll be trying to.
Is pretty, but even my mom's is loud too.
Yeah.
It's not like that one was like the loudest. My mom's was pretty loud too.
We got that Delta mug going. That's it. Ooh, y'all heard Michelle pouring some coffee. Yeah, we got that Delta mug. Collectivo. Haha. That morning sip. All right, y'all. Back to the episode. Peace and blessings, y'all. It's Saturday morning. It is July 6th. Yep, July 6th. Coffee time. Yep, got that Collectivo coffee going. How's everyone's Saturday going? It's 5:30 a.m. on Saturday, yep. Yeah, we made it to the weekend, y'all. Time to let the dogs out. I'm gonna let both of them out. That Chewy and Charlie. Michelle still asleep, so yeah. I normally take the dogs out first, like, you know, in the morning. Because it's early as hell. Because I usually get up before her. You know, especially on the weekends. Yeah. So, how's everyone doing? I just want to say thanks to United Kingdom. United Kingdom. Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise yesterday. I was telling Michelle, I had woke up yesterday and I looked at the stats and I was like, well, I noticed we had 14 from United Kingdom. I was surprised and very happy to see that. Yeah. This way. Yep, this is only, Chewy's first, handful of times out here. He loves it, so all this is new to him. Yeah, we made it to Saturday, y'all. Because now everything feels like a day behind. It feels like today should be a Sunday. I mean, it feels like a Saturday. You know what I mean? It does feel like Saturday. So I feel like we finally reset. Because I was off by a day for the last couple of days. I thought Thursday was Friday. I thought Wednesday was Thursday. I thought Monday was Sunday. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, because of the holiday, 4th fell on a Thursday. So it kind of threw people off. Everyone's week was just a little bit different. But I like that. It made for an extra long weekend. Yay, Chewy is pooping. Good job, Choo Choo. Yeah. So, yeah, I was saying, I was pleasantly surprised. We had, I looked on there yesterday, we had 14 downloads from United Kingdom. It was England. And I was like, wow, so I don't know if that was one person that just went down a rabbit hole, a bunch of our episodes or whatever, or if it was, multiple people. But either way, we appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the episodes that you checked out. And, yeah. But it's definitely, see now maybe people are starting to figure out why I named my podcast Cold World. All the shit that goes on out here. Thought the title was fitting. It's a cold world. You know what I mean? So, yep. Let's see what we got going on today. Just chilling. Michelle's daughter has our car. So, we're just kind of hanging out. Come on, Chewy. Yeah. But it is the weekend, y'all. It's July. Got Big Brother coming up in... What do we got? Big Brother is coming up in 11 days. 11 days. Yep, so super excited about that. I'm hoping they have somebody from Milwaukee on there. I looked the numbers up. They've only had a couple people from Wisconsin throughout their history. No more than a handful of people. No one ever from Milwaukee. That ex that was on there a couple seasons ago, from Cookout, he was living in Milwaukee because he came down to Milwaukee to be an attorney, but he's from Michigan. So, you know what I mean? So I can't consider that from Wisconsin. Y'all heard that now? They got Trump out here trying to act like he don't know what Project 2025 is. He knows what that shit is. He's just mad that I think they were trying to keep that shit kind of on the low. I mean, I don't know how they expected that to happen. But, I mean, what do you expect? You can't come out with some straight up racist bullshit ass doctrine. Racist ass paperwork. That's like racist paperwork. You know what I mean? Basically, they want to screw over the little man, every average day common worker. Basically. And anyone black and brown, anyone white and poor, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. Them white people that work all up in Washington, wear them suits and all that shit, they don't have nothing in common with someone they would consider white and poor. You know what I'm saying? See, because to them, to some white people, like the richy, uppity ones, the racist ones, they don't like white poor people. They think white poor people are white trash. Because there is a difference. Because you have some just straight up white trash, like trailer park, 6 teeth missing, haven't seen a dentist in 10 years, white trash, and then you just have white poor people. You know what I mean? They just don't have a lot. But they have all their teeth in their mouth. But to them white uppities, those two groups of people are all the same, one and the same. You know what I mean? Because some white people think about other white people, like if they ain't having it, if a white person that has a bunch of shit, is well off and doing all this, they see a white person that isn't in that same boat, they'll throw them in the trash. They might as well be black too. Hold on, shoot, I gotta get this off you.
Oh, man, third time this week, man. This does not get old.
Get me!
Oh, don't be such a baby.
That's that Friends. It's about to go off, though. I don't watch Friends like that. I've watched Friends before, like when I was locked up in prison and shit. You know, because I had a TV and shit like that. You don't get very many channels in prison, you know what I mean? You could just get the basics. Channel 4, you know what I'm saying? 58, 12, like that kind of stuff, PBS. So, you know, I mean, and there's only time, you know, certain times when black shows are on, so you watch those and then that's it. There wasn't very many black shows, you know, on regular TV. You know what I'm saying? So you end up watching little crap like that. You know what I mean? So, but come to find out, yeah, Friends, remember when they were saying all that stuff about how, come out some years later, Jennifer Aniston was like, yeah, she was like, now that I look back on the show, this is her speaking, she was like, now that she looks back on the show, she was like, there wasn't any black people on the show. Not even in, like, you know, when they're showing the background scenes, like when they're at the coffee shop, you know, the Central Perk or whatever it is, or they're just out and about walking around, you wouldn't see any black people. There's tons and tons and tons of black people in New York City. You know what I mean? Or like when they would be showing the coffee shop scenes, you would never see anyone black in there, you know, just coming in or sitting in there or eating or buying coffee or just, you know. Or if you did, it'd be like one person. You see like one person. It's like, dude, there's more than one black person in New York City, dude. Like, come on. And that just shows you where the mentality is when they're doing their show and stuff. And when you're hiring your extras and stuff like that to be part of the background and all that. You're in New York City, you got one black person walking by. You got one black person coming in there to buy coffee. We drink coffee. But yeah, but you know, they were noticing that. She was like, you know, years later after all that's over, I'm like realizing, noticing this stuff, like, dang, that's bogus. So at least she recognized that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's that out of sight, out of mind mentality. If you're not on somebody's mind, or your situation or whatever, if it's not on someone's mind, you know what I mean? Can't expect them to do or say anything about it. I got this video I'm gonna play for y'all, if y'all would be cool enough to listen to it. Check it out. This is a white lady, and she's basically just talking about what Trump and the Republican Party and stuff are trying to do, basically, how they're trying to shape our world, and just what's all going on. You know what I mean? Seems like she's kind of wrapping it up in a bowl. So, this is a white lady. I'm going to assume she's one of the good ones. So check this out. See what she's talking about.
So third-party supporters, undecideds, independents.
Oh, I'm going to just say real quick. In my opinion, that third-party stuff and all that independent bullshit, that ain't working. People got to pick a side. Got to pick a side, at least on this one. Have to. Because not like this is unlike any other presidential candidate that I've, noticed or, that from my life since I've been around, around and stuff. Like, because I know in my mind I've always been Democratic, right? Because to me, the Democratic Party, do they get everything done for black people? Do they, no. Do they mess up sometimes? Yes. But they're the quickest path to having things be better for someone like me. You know what I mean? I know that they're more for me. I know that they're fighting for me. Does everything get done? No. Do they fuck up sometime? Yes. I'll acknowledge that twice now in the past 30 seconds. But why would I mess with a party that doesn't want to do anything for me, that's taking everything away, that's banning all this stuff, that's coming out with these Project 2025 things? Why would any black or brown person support that? How? Please tell me how somebody black or brown, or even if you're poor and white, or even if you're a white person that's not racist, like, why would you want to have anything to do with Trump? And then he's out here lying, saying that he don't know what Project 2025 is. Yes, he does. He's full of shit. That's what they do. They go around and deny it. It's just like I was telling you that Eric Hovde, he's running for Senate here in Wisconsin against Tammy Baldwin. He was asked, because his punk ass tried to, he had enough courage to show up at Juneteenth this year down here in Milwaukee. He looked so uncomfortable. And I'm sure one of his handlers told him, yeah, get down to Juneteenth. He looked so uncomfortable. And one of our radio hosts here in Milwaukee at one of our radio stations, shout out Benjamin, he asked Eric Hovde. He was like, so what do you think about Project 2025? And Eric Hovde denied it. He tried to act like he didn't know what it was. He told him, I don't know what it is. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But that's what they do when they get asked about it. They deny and act like they don't know what it is and shit. Yeah, that is a document from hell. They basically want to have all control of everything. That's why I said they're dotting their I's and crossing their T's. If you're black or brown, or if you're white and poor, you know what I mean? They want to make it tough for you. They want to be able to illegally, they want to be able to deport people back. So anyone Latin, you know what I mean? Can you just imagine just like the shit you're going to be going through? Especially during that convention, man, that RNC. That's what I was telling Michelle, like, I was telling you guys too, if I still worked in the restaurant industry, like let's say I still worked at Carnivore, I would have took off. I would have requested off them 4 days or whatever it was. And they're going to make good money. Like a restaurant like Carnivore, they're going to make good money. But I would trade that shit in for the peace of mind. You know what I mean? I would have requested them 4 days off because I don't want to have nothing. I ain't no part of none of that shit. I don't want to be... Man. Yeah, because they're going to be sweating people. Pulling people over, asking... I told y'all, I had a friend that worked at Carnivore with me. Shout out Frederico. He ain't there no more and stuff like that, but back when Obama came, this was some years ago, Obama was in town, and they were saying like how, like downtown's gonna be on lock, it's gonna be shut down, streets are gonna be shut down, like don't be bringing in nothing to work that you don't want to get caught up, or just they were like literally telling people be careful. Coming to work and stuff like that. I mean, they had security people all on the roofs and shit of buildings and stuff like that. But anyways, they had stopped. I didn't see it happen, but they had stopped and sweated Frederico on his way into work. Stopped him, checked his book bag and all that shit. He had weed in his book bag. He didn't have a whole bunch of it, but he had some weed in his book bag, and they took his ass to jail. I mean, he wasn't in there that long. He was only in there for a couple days and shit like that. But yeah, they started sweating him. And part of that was because he was Latin. You know what I mean? I bet you they ain't going to be pulling over white people all like that, because they're going to be giving them the benefit of the doubt. You know, they're going to see a white person, you know, they're going to be like, oh, the cops and security. In their mind, they'll be like, oh, well, they're good. They're just going to work or whatever. Hey, where you going, bud? Oh, I'm just heading into work. Okay. Versus a Latin person or a black person, the officer's like, hey, where you headed? Oh, I'm going into work, or I'm going into work, man. It's like, oh, no, come here for a second. Let me see. Just want to check your ID and stuff. Just want to make sure everything's all good. Oh, no, bud, it's all good. We'll just check everything. You'll be on your way. We'll have you on your way in a minute. That's how the cops talk to you and shit. Yeah, so there's going to be that going on. And I don't have any room to be getting into any kind of debate or argue, like none of that shit. I don't have any room for that. Because if the police get called on me, I'm going to jail for police contact. Just for police contact. That's why I would say I always got to tiptoe around shit like for an example, let's say I go to a gas station and I have a debate over my change. They give me the wrong change. And then I go back and I'm like, hey, you know, you gave me the wrong change. If they decide they want to get an attitude or say something like, no, I gave you your right change. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Or like I had a situation one time on Glendale while I was going to pump gas. Went in, it was a white store clerk, older white man. I could just tell his energy when I came in, because he didn't even look up at me. When I got to the counter to, you know, order my stuff, gas, I think I had bought like a juice or something with me. Bought a juice or something too. And like, he didn't even look at me. When I went up to the counter, didn't look at me. And I was like, oh yeah, this is one of them punk ass white dudes. Older, mad, angry at the world, white man working at the gas station. He looked like he was almost 70. So I know his life was miserable. But I could just feel the energy, you know what I mean? So he rang me up and everything. And then when I went out to pump my gas, he hadn't turned the pump on. So I was like, damn, in my mind right away, I'm like, fuck, man, I'm going to have to go in here, re-engage with this person, being like, hey, you know, can you turn the pump on, blah, 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 and shit. And I'm already knowing the vibe. When I went in originally, it was shitty. So I'm like, damn, now I got to go in here and re-talk to this guy again. And he's already having a shitty attitude. Now there's potential for an argument. So, you know, I'm thinking about all of that shit as I'm walking back into the gas station to tell him to turn the pump on. So I get in there. It's like, hey, you forgot to turn the pump on. It's like, no. He told me that I didn't. He's like, no, you didn't pay for gas. I said I did. I gave you money for the gas. You didn't ring it up. You got to turn the pump on. So then he realizes, oh yeah. And I'm like, you know. And then we kind of we exchanged some words and stuff like that. And then he was like, oh, get out of here. You want me to call? You know, they start threatening. You want me to call the police? Why? Because I'm debating about my change. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to watch out for that kind of stuff. You're on paper and parole. You can't even have a little debate or even a little disagreement about your change. Or it could turn into something, you know what I mean? So that's why I always gotta, like, be careful and just make sure that I'm not putting myself in any situations like that. You know what I mean? Because that would suck to go back to jail for something like that. Yeah, so. But that's one reason, like I said, I'm going to stay out the way when that RNC comes. Is I'm going to just take Lake Drive to work and then boom, and then Lake Drive back home. Because they're going to be having all these streets shut down. And they're going to be sweating people. Because somebody's going to make a mistake, walk down the wrong street or go through the wrong, you know, or whatever. And then they're going to be getting sweated. Especially like if it's somebody black or brown. Like that's what I'm worried about. Like these cops just being just super short fused with people. You know what I mean? And like instead of them, like let's say they see you like maybe in a wrong area or something like that, and they're like, hey, you know, you can't go through that street or you can't go down or whatever, right? But I could see them, instead of saying, hey, sir, could you go the other way? That's not accessible or whatever. And then the person's like, oh, okay, yeah, I got you, my bad. And then boom, that's it, right? Everyone's happy, everyone keeps moving. Versus a cop being like, hey, what are you doing? You can't fucking walk there. You see that's fucking closed. What are you doing? That's how they come. That's the energy they bring to you sometimes. Because officers are trained to dominate and control people. And to, be in control. Why do you think when they walk up to a car, they, all that shit? They're taught like that in prison. Prison guards, corrections officers, they're told like that. Don't be cordial. Don't be friendly at all. Don't, you know what I mean? They have women correction officers wear wedding rings in there. In prisons, and a lot of them ain't married. Don't even have a boyfriend, but they got on wedding rings. Yeah. But when you're being trained to be shitty to somebody, basically, that's not gonna go over. Yeah. But yeah, I know I went all over the world to get next door, but yeah, Saturday morning, my favorite day of the week. It is. What time is it? 6:16 a.m. Yeah, but we've been getting a lot of downloads. But I'm gonna go on and play this. I'm sorry, I've been rambling. People are probably like, dude, play the video. Okay, so this is a white lady. And she's just saying, says, y'all need to watch this. This fucking chilling, what is happening right under our noses. So I'm gonna play this now, sorry.
So third-party supporters, undecideds, independents, Gen Z, rhinos, pretty much all of America, we have to have a talk, and we have to have a talk now. All the pieces have come together, and I'm afraid Americans can't see it because of all the strategic and very deliberate noise. In 2016, Russia and Chinese intelligence, actually 2015, strategically planted an untold number of conspiracies onto American social media to elevate Donald Trump and to sow discourse between Americans. This was all laid out in the in-depth investigation contained in the Mueller report. Americans didn't really bother to read or understand the Mueller report because by then, Biden was president, and we thought everything was going to be just fine. This is all in the past. But not once did we ask, what was Russia and China's long game? And now we know. Absolutely. You guys remember hearing a couple of weeks ago that Putin met with North Korea's leader to invite North Korea to what is a consortium of authoritarian governments led by Russia with the goal,
About 3 minutes left.
with the goal of turning the whole globe into authoritarian rules and to take down democracies worldwide. Putin has been meeting with other countries to invite them, and they have already said yes. And these are countries that have strong militaries, authoritarian governments. They're countries where the patriarchy rules. Women do not have power. Being LGBTQ is a crime. Where all of the wealth is hoarded at the very top, controlled by the very top, and their citizens are nothing more than a means of production. And they're all controlled, many of them, through various types of religions. But they want this to spread. And what bigger country to take down than the largest democracy on the planet, and through Donald Trump?
I played about half the video, so if you are interested in listening to the rest, that was a video from TikTok. It was from Bill Madden, is the one who posted this. At Madden Ed Magnifico or whatever, Ficio or whatever. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put some music on now.
When I hustled and I had a job here and there, I was really out in them streets doing negative for a positive outcome.
This is Flea Lord, y'all. Flea Lord is nice on that mic.
We already rich.
I found him through Styles P.
These projects been my opportunities. We already gave y'all two.
Happy Saturday, y'all.
Now it's full court press. Let's go, Crisis. Full court press. Okay. Just made $1 million trying to capture the vibe. Try to capture my vibe. You can see the whole world through the passenger side. They gon' play these verses even after I die. I leave a scar on every bar because I rap with my pride. Yeah, because I rap with my pride. Roll it backwards. Rolling trees in the sky. More cheese on the pie for my G's on the side. Life I have a nigga on his knees if he cry. So I keep my dreams bigger than the sea in the sky. How much things can you sell? All the kingpins in jail. Pissed off sitting up and sing with males. Being more the scale, yo, my team gon' prevail. Kept it nice and neat, we ain't leave no trails. Y'all all cheating using AI verses with the Gucci lip gloss and them flag ass purses. You can live broke, I'm working to get rich. You know the higher the price, roll the finer the stitch. From the strip to the booth, not a myth, I'm the truth. Getting frisked by the pigs, 4/5 in my boot.
He is by far the most disgraceful figure in modern presidential history. He's only become more disgraceful since 2016 and since 2020. He is a bubbling cauldron of loathsome traits, and it's only those who are actually suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, which is the way they and Fox News and all the rest of MAGA media try to brush aside all the legitimate criticisms of Trump. You have to be in the throes of some sort of toxic delusion in a toxic cult to believe that Donald Trump has ever been, in any sense, emotionally, psychologically, intellectually, or ethically fit to be president of the United States. But his supporters are locked in on that. There is no cult of Joe Biden.
There is no cult of Joe Biden, but there is one of Donald Trump. Yep. Come on, people. But that's what I was telling Michelle, too, like, with white people, because they were doing an interview, right? I'm going to see if I can pull that interview up. They were interviewing some voters down in Georgia, right? And they had talked to them right after the debate and stuff. And the black people were saying how they were not going to vote for Trump. You know what I mean? They just couldn't, and they gave their reasons why. The racism, all the bullshit. You know what I mean? And how he tries to use black people and pander to black people, you know? And we can see through that stuff. We know when white people are trying to use us, you know what I mean? But then the white people, when it came to them, they were like, oh, yeah. The white ladies, there were two white ladies, they were like, well, yeah, I don't like the racism and all this stuff. And I don't, you know, they didn't say that. They said they didn't like some of the things that he says, some of the things he does, but they were willing to look past that. The two white ladies, they said they didn't like what he says and stuff, but they were willing to look past that. That's because they're white. The racism doesn't personally affect them, so they're willing to overlook it. You see what I'm saying? So we need more white people to care about racism, and they don't. You'll ask a white person, are you racist? And they'll say no. But you're supporting this shit, though. If you're not fighting against it and you're not calling people out. Every good white person has a bad white person in their circle, and they won't challenge that person, won't call them out or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Hear the tears that I pour on these songs. Peeking out the window, I just keep it kinda simple. Whoa, I started from the mud, so every blessing monumental. I ain't about to brag, cause the shit ain't what it seemed. You wouldn't understand half the shit I've been through. Yo, I gained lifelong fans, Brody, after we meet. Then they slide while I ride in the passenger seat. 2024, this a brand new year. I'ma be up in your face like a tattooed tear.
Got one more clip I'm gonna play for y'all. This is from a white lady too. Check it out.
So I've got something that may be useful for you. I was talking to some people today, and we were talking about how to win the election in November, and I said, well, one thing we need to do is more messaging.
This is one of the good whites.
Did you know that only 1 in 4 Americans have ever heard of Project 2025? 1 in 4. I said, do you know what Project 2025 is? You know, it's the plan that Republicans have in place that they're going to execute in the first 180 days if Trump is elected. And they were like, yeah, kind of, but can you give us some talking points? And I was like, okay, sure. So here they are in case they help you. And caveat, of course, before I start, Project 2025 is a very long document, and so to give like a 2-minute little spiel on it is hard, but I'm going to try. If you're talking to a friend on the street corner and you just want to give them the highlights, try this. So you can start by saying something like, did you know that there is a large group of billionaire right-wing Christian nationalists who has put together a blueprint for the next Republican president, which will assumedly be Trump? It's called Project 2025. It's 920 pages long, and it is a thorough plan for how they're going to change the country fundamentally to a place that is unrecognizable to almost all of us. Project 2025 is basically a plan for systematically taking apart the federal government, which means that all of the things we rely upon in the federal government, Social Security, Medicare, veterans benefits, the EPA, workers' protections, all those things, dismantled. Project 2025 has a very clear plan to extend the powers of the executive branch and give the president the powers of basically an autocrat. The president would then use those powers to issue executive orders that would basically reverse a lot of our civil rights. It contains a plan to redirect the military to support domestic law enforcement, and that includes using the Insurrection Act to stop protests on U.S. soil that the administration doesn't agree with. It will remove pretty much all government protections from LGBTQIA people and criminalize many of them. It will reverse racial equality, attack diversity, and reverse all environmental gains. It will...
Yep, and there's more too. There's more. Y'all go check it out. Project 2025. It's some bullshit. I call it a racist document.
For all families.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though. We got all these downloads from United Kingdom.
Thank you, England.
What'd you say, baby?
I said thank you, England. You know what's really bothering me?
What's that? Oh, the shower curtain?
Yeah.
How it blows in?
Yeah, yesterday I put it on the outside because I was like, it'll get a little wet, whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Turn it just for a
That's
second.
so cool.
Ain't it? Let me see. Yeah, we got, yeah, we're just in one of our bathrooms. We got, from the world, we got 14 United Kingdoms. So that means, it says England. It says 14 out of England. That's the country.
Nice.
And then we got our first Vermont. Sorry about the echo. We're in the bathroom. I'm trying to talk as close to the phone as possible. Yeah, we got our first Vermont, Nebraskas, Florida, Virginias, Ohio's. Those are just all for today.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's in the water today. We truly appreciate it. We got like it's 12:15 p.m. Central Time, and we already got like 13 listeners, and we got, let me see how many downloads.
We're gonna have to dive deeper into that Project 2025.
Hell yeah, we got 42 downloads today already, and we're only halfway through the day.
Wow.
So yeah, thank you.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, because I looked at it this morning, right? Because when I first like uploaded the episodes and stuff, and then I like just casually check the stats and stuff.
Did you have to rub your eyes?
Yeah, because when I first checked it, it was at like 9. I mean, like, you know, maybe an hour after I had uploaded the episode, I checked and we had like 9 downloads. And then I looked maybe like, it was after I got home from work I checked, and it said 14 United Kingdoms. And it said like we're like almost at 30 downloads or something, like 26 or something like that. I'm like, 26? I'm like, it's not even like 9 o'clock in the morning. So yeah. So thank you.
So awesome.
Hell yeah. Oh, sorry, Charlie. All right, baby.
Okay.
You got both. You got Charlie and Chewy in here.
Oh, great.
Chewy looks like he wants to jump in the shower with you. Yup. She does it to me too when I'm in the shower. You know, she comes in there and talks to me. When she's in the shower, I come in there and talk to her sometimes. You know what I mean? That's how, you know, we've been together almost 10 years, so that's just how it is, you know. We're in love. Hey, you guys do it too. You know, women and men in relationships, y'all do that too. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you for the, yeah, I was like, dang, 14? I mean, I don't know if that's 14 people or just maybe it's one person and they're downloading a bunch of episodes. But we appreciate it. Thank you very much, you know. Thanks for even giving us a try. You know, I know our podcast is a little different. You know, we don't have sponsors or anything like that, or like none of that. You can tell. You don't hear no sponsors on our podcast. You just hear, excuse me, I got a cigarette in my mouth. You just hear me and Michelle talking. I mean, Michelle and I talking. And then you hear music and like video and audio clips and like news clips and stuff. That's it. And I do all that stuff myself. You know, every once in a while I know the music might sound lower. It might, you know what I mean? I might mess up or whatever. Like if I got the volume, you know, when I'm recording the music and stuff like that and the audio, sometimes it might not match up. But hey, you know what I mean? I'm still a rookie at this shit. But, yep, just wanted to say, you know, thanks for everyone that's listening. We got about 75 degrees here in Milwaukee right now on Friday. And, yeah, enjoy the weekend. It's just beginning. It feels like it should be Saturday because, you know, it felt like, because we were off yesterday, you know, because of the holiday. Yesterday felt like it should have been Friday. So today feels like it should be Saturday now. Anyways, yeah. So just keep doing that research on that Project 2025. I feel like Kamala Harris is going to end up being our nominee for the Democratic Party coming up here soon. Because if they're going to do that, they got to make a move soon. But what will be a smoother transition is because her name's already on Biden's ticket. So, you know, as far as the money and stuff and donors and all, it'd be a smoother transition. You know, as far as the money and all that, donors and stuff like that. Because if you try to put somebody new up there that nobody's really been messing with, it's going to be hard to get them to donate money to their campaign. You know what I mean? So we got to make sure whatever we do, that shit is organized and runs as smooth as possible. So, yep. All right, we're going to get back to the episode. And thanks for listening. And enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. But stay safe. Stay safe. Peace.
Don't see a problem. It's the law offices of Hubie and Abraham, and they want triple what we offered. And
Gen Z, rhinos, pretty much all of America, we have to have a talk, and we have to have a talk now. All the pieces have come together, and I'm afraid Americans can't see it because of all the strategic and very deliberate noise. In 2016, Russia and Chinese intelligence, actually 2015, strategically planted an untold number of conspiracies onto American social media to elevate Donald Trump and to sow discourse between Americans. This was all laid out in the in-depth investigation contained in the Mueller report. Americans didn't really bother to read or understand the Mueller report because by then, Biden was president and we thought everything was going to be just fine. This is all in the past. But not once did we ask, what was Russia and China's long game? And now we know. Absolutely. You guys remember hearing a couple of weeks ago that Putin met with North Korea's leader to invite North Korea to what is a consortium of authoritarian governments led by Russia with the goal of turning the whole globe into authoritarian rules and to take down democracies worldwide. Putin has been meeting with other countries to invite them, and they have already said yes. And these are countries that have strong militaries, authoritarian governments. They're countries where the patriarchy rules. Women do. Not have power. Being LGBTQ is a crime.
Yeah.
Joint way over your head. Tie the strings tight. Don't let them see you. It's real out here. D-Block. Space Ghost. DJ White House. Hoodie season, shoulda knew I would come. If it was me versus the industry, to tell them to run. Nice on the mic, and I know what to do with a gun. So go ahead and get slayed. I'm nice with a blade like Wesley and Blade. Stretching myself ahead of my time, still trying to catch up to myself. Like are these the best days? You see the next superstar, see the next slave. Burn like alcohol after a fresh shave. Trying to fuck with me like going to catch AIDS. It don't make sense. I don't sniff, but I still know the cocaine scent. Gunpowder on the hand. 45 louder than the band. Playing at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. With the honey in the telly trying to freak away the pain. Used to ball with the gods, but now I don't fall for facades. Hustle hard to make all of us large.
I got breaded chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken meatballs.
Okay.
Because I got chicken gravy and egg noodles, like the wide.
For
noodles.
us or for the pets?
For us.
Because some of that stuff you make for the pets looks edible. When you're like making it.
It's totally edible. It just doesn't have any seasoning in it.
Right.
And I tasted it, and it's pretty good. It just needs salt, really.
Mm-hmm.
Or like something.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just looking online. We're just doing the online grocery shopping. So just making sure we're stocked up. Because the RNC is this week, ain't it, coming up?
Next week.
Oh, thank God. We got another week still before that bullshit comes
here.
here.
Up the grocery store like Friday, probably.
So wait, when does it actually start again now?
Like the shutdown starts Sunday.
Right. There's actually the shutdown. So there's actually, yeah, that's right. They're shutting shit down before. So we're actually going to be inconvenienced even before the shit actually starts.
Like this coming week, there's no parking downtown. No parking, like west of Water Street, north of Clybourne, and south of Kilbourne. There's no parking in that grid.
So wait, what about, because one of my worries is there's going to be, someone's going to get caught up, and I'll reference to Frederico real quick. Remember when he got caught up? He was just going into work, walking into work, and he got pulled over. I'm worried about that happening to people. Or someone like walking down the wrong street or some bullshit like that. You know, good intentions, but they walked down the wrong street. Because there's going to be people that are going to come down here that ain't, believe it or not, there's some people that ain't aware of nothing that's going on. And they're going to try to go somewhere, and the police, some of them, I said some, y'all, I said some of them, y'all, they're going to be getting little attitudes right away. Hey, what are you fucking doing? You see that fucking street is closed? And people will be like, man, I'm just trying to go. I didn't know. And they're going to be getting attitude right away, them cops, some of them.
So you can walk. You just, like, next week you can drive on the streets. You just can't park.
No, I mean, once it starts.
Right. You can walk, but you can't drive. Like, this, they'll have the streets blocked off.
So then why can't people just march where they want then? And that's another story anyway.
Right. That's a whole nother debate. But you know how you were saying people are unaware? There's like an older lady at work. She lives in Racine. So like she's not really familiar with downtown. And she's also not from here anyway. Like she moved up here from Florida. Because of the cost of living or I don't know.
Right.
So I know she has a handicap thing. She parks like on the street that I work on. Mm-hmm. So I emailed her like the list of streets just so she knew like, hey, you're not going to be able to park like starting Monday.
Giving her a little heads up like, hey.
And she has trouble walking, so like I knew she'd have to like have a plan.
But see, they ain't going to be bothering no one like her. Is she white?
Yeah, but you still can't park.
No, I'm saying like they ain't going to be bothering like the shitty cops that are going to be having short fuses. They're not going to bother someone like that. Versus someone like Lil Ray that's just going to work.
Yeah.
They're going to be sweating, dude. Like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? You fuck.
Right.
Oh, I can't call him an N-word because he's going to have a black cop next to him working with him.
Right.
So, yeah, he's almost slipped that word out.
So, yeah, she was totally unaware that she would not be able to park in front of the building. because she has a
Oh.
handicap spot.
Yeah, that's good. You
So
said
she
something.
thought that even though there's no parking, because she has a handicap sticker, they would still allow her to park. And I'm like, no. So I had to tell her about those 2 surface lots that are at the end of the block.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, I'm going to have to pay for parking because she doesn't pay.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah.
Right. What about
I mean,
Plankinton? That's going to be on super
park.
lockdown?
Can't park. And we'll have to go through like I'm working from home the week of. But like this coming week, I am going in, but I'll have to walk home like we talked about.
Yeah,
Which isn't that bad. I need the exercise.
We got a plan for that. Yeah, we're gonna.
It's only 1.4 miles.
We're gonna walk Thursday. So. Yeah, but we're just planning for that. What were you saying, baby?
But she was just so unaware of, like, they've been sending emails like plan
to all the
ahead,
businesses and stuff like that.
like to our employees, like plan ahead.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that gets into the parking structure 5 minutes before you're supposed to be here, you better leave your house early because traffic is going to be backed up.
Yeah.
With with the security stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just going to be backed up. So, you know, but plan ahead. But she was so unaware
Be careful.
that would affect her at all.
Yeah, basically.
So I felt kind of bad because I'm just like, man, like, I don't know what you're going to do.
Right.
But I do think that they are going to be stopping people. They're totally profiling.
Oh, big time. Big time. That's what I'm saying.
If you look like liberal too.
That too.
If you look
That's what I'm saying. Some of the good whites or hippie, or you look like a.
You don't look like a Republican. You know, you're not wearing red, white, and blue. They're probably gonna.
Yeah, because you're right. Some of those white kids, like the college ones that look like they're liberal, or look like they like black people, or look like they hang out with, or they look like they got black friends. Yeah, you're right. They'll get stereotyped too.
And I mean, they did say they are, like, I don't know if it's random searching cars or if they're just like.
Oh yeah, that's going to be happening.
There's checkpoints. I don't know if it's every car.
And them checkpoints, like you said, that's where they're going to be doing some of the profiling.
Right, because can you possibly check every vehicle that comes through all those areas? I mean, well, technically, if you're really about security, you would check every vehicle. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's just going to be a traffic nightmare for people that, you know, have to rip and run through downtown.
Yep.
Like, forget about it.
Yeah.
But so that'll be interesting. But we'll have to go hit the store up on Friday.
Yeah. So we're doing that right now, actually. Yeah.
Just for the week.
Sorry, y'all. We got to sidebar.
Yeah, sidebar. Just for this week, though.
We're gonna get some cran grape ocean spray.
Oh, I gotta get some alcohol today.
Oh yeah, Ritz crackers are not what's up no more for us. They fuck my stomach up just when I'm eating them plain.
Same.
Michelle bought Ritz last week? I still think we got half the box still sitting up in the cupboard.
There's only one sleeve.
They messed my stomach They messed my stomach up.
And the generic ones crumble.
The generic ones crumble. You can't try to dip a generic Ritz cracker in something. It's gonna break. You can't
spread cheese on it or anything. You have to be very delicate with the generic.
Yeah, I think you can go generic on the saltines though.
Yes, I think those are okay. Those are straight. I don't mind those because saltines are freaking expensive.
Yeah. Which ones are the cheap ones? Are they like the Kroger ones or whatever those are? Those are decent too. They're decent. And I noticed they don't go stale quick. You know what I'm saying?
Saltines already kind of taste
like they're
stale.
Almost there.
Yeah.
They're on the verge of being.
But you know when they're chewy, they're stale.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get back to this grocery list.
Oh, I did put a note for the bread. Check expiration date.